welcome to my channel. The questions I've got, I had a friend look online for some questions and I think she's put some of her own in there. So I've got them on like this paper here, so I'm just going to read them out. The first question I have is, do you prefer tea or coffee? I am definitely a coffee drinker. I used to drink tea when I was a child, like when I was little, and then I don't know, I think I got ill and it was like the last thing that I had, and I just ended up not drinking it anymore because every time even the smell of it now, I don't know what it was, it's really frustrating, but like the smell of it now makes me want to be sick. So yeah, I just genuinely, I don't know where that come from, but yeah, coffee. Movie you watched? I don't even remember what the last film I watched was. I remember the last thing that I watched, and that was the documentary on Netflix, the fire one. Is that a movie? I'm just going to go with that because I genuinely can't remember the last film that I watched. So yeah, if you haven't watched it, I really suggest you watch it. It's really, really quite interesting. What's your favourite pet? A dog. I'm a dog lover. I've always had dogs in my life. What is your favourite animal? Favourite animal is definitely a giraffe. I'm obsessed with giraffes. I have been since I was little. Yeah. And really sad that they're now endangered. What's the name of your pet? Her name is Lola. Come here, Lola. Come here, puppy. Oh, say hi. She's definitely got more pug in her. For those of you that don't know what puggle is, it's what are you growling at? It's a pug and a bee. Beer or wine? Wine. Definitely wine. Not that I drink a lot, but definitely wine rather than beer. Beer's disgusting. Have you ever peed in the woods? Now this is definitely not off the internet. This is a friend's question. She's trying to bait me out for something here. If I say no and she watches this, she's definitely going to be like, yes you did. See, we used to camp quite a bit, so I feel like I would have done it if we would camped. So I'm going to say yes, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh, and if you can hear all the birds, it's because like I'm not far from my window, and my neighbour a few houses down actually has like a bird sanctuary sort of thing in his garden, so it's all his birds and it's so nice to listen to. Do you cry at sad movies? I'm a bit of a crier. I don't always cry. That's probably a lie. I'd be lying if I said I've never cried at a sad movie. All the places you have pierced on your body. So the places that I have had pierced, I'll tell you, because the only thing I have pierced now is literally my earring. It's quite boring. So I've had my nose pierced twice. The first time it like came out within a few minutes, I literally like knocked it out my nose. Forgot I had just had it pierced. I think I like went to push my glasses up and I knocked it out, and then I didn't realise till I got home. Second time was about a year ago, and it actually lasted for about a week or 2 weeks. And I knocked it out when I was in bed, and I tried to get back in. I couldn't get back in, and I was gonna go get it re-pierced, but I just was like, I can't bother to keep wasting money for me to not be able to keep it in. Obviously just doesn't want to work. I had both my lips pierced, both sides pierced. Oh, my belly button had it pierced, the lower part and the top part, and both times that rejected, so that was another waste of money. Other than my mouth was fine. Oh, I had my hips pierced, and that was fine, and I do not recommend having that done. I had both sides of my hips pierced. It was an experience. I was probably about 19. I was running late and I had to go to work, and my dress code was like smart, and I forgot that I had them pierced, so I literally just yanked them up and it went underneath, and they were so sore for the whole day when I was at work. I'd clean it and stuff when I was on my lunch break, and then I managed to get it out, and it was so painful. I do not recommend getting that done, ever. I think that's all the piercings I've ever had. Belly button, nose, hips, and my ears. I did always want to get like the top part of my ears done, or like here. I have quite a few friends that have them piercings, and I always think they look really, really pretty, but I just can't bother. Even after my incident with my trousers there, I actually don't have any scars, and you could never have told if I had that pierced, because that was one of the main things I was really worried about after I did that. How old are you? I am 27. November just gone, turned 27. Do you have siblings? Yes, I do. What's your eye colour? My eye colour is blue. Are you the type of friend you would like to have as a friend? That is a really, really good question. Whether we've been friends for like a few weeks or months, or, you know, I have friends of like 9-10 year friendships, and, you know, I definitely am a loyal friend. You know, I'll go above and beyond for all of my friends. Be nice to people, and do you expect something in return? Definitely am nice to people. I don't expect anything in return other than like kindness. Like if I treat you with kindness, like I expect you to be at least polite back. People need to be kinder. Be kind to people. What is your middle name? My middle name is Anne. A-N-N-E. What is your favourite movie? I have so many favourite movies. Breakfast at Tiffany's. I love that film. If you've never watched it, watch it. Audrey Hepburn is a legend. Love Actually is probably one of my favourite things. Like, I watch all the time. Or Pulp Fiction is up there. What phone do you have? I currently have the iPhone 8 Plus. I don't know why that was so hard. In my head I was like the 10. Don't have the 10. I had the iPhone 8 Plus, and it's in rose gold. Did you like school? School is... no, secondary school. Well, basically I didn't like years 7 to 11, wherever you call it. Like, where I live now, they call it middle school and high school, so it's like kind of like American. But actually, where I'm from originally, it's secondary school, so year 7 to year 11, and you can stay on. I didn't really like the school that I was at anyway, so I probably coped better in year 7 and 8, but yeah, I really didn't like it. I liked primary school. I had a good group of like friends at the time, and then I just it was just horrible. I hated the school, and I think that just made everything worse. I wish I'd have gone to a different school. What is your zodiac sign? It is Scorpio. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. It's a Scorpio. And it was £2, and I thought it was like a together necklace. And then this one is just like a spinning one, and this one I think was £1 or £2. This is from Primark as well, and it twirls. So yeah, I thought that was quite cute. This is actually like £10 from Primark, and I thought it was such a nice colour. A little fact about that is my birthday's on the cusp, so I'm actually on the cusp of Sagittarius and Scorpio. Mainly comes up that I'm Scorpio, meaning behind your YouTube name. So it's my middle name with my first name combined. Technically that is actually my name, but it's just too long to go into. Last show you watched, Gossip Girl, because I'm rewatching Gossip Girl, and I'm rewatching Gilmore Girls, because yeah, you know, I wanted something like drama, like in my life, that wasn't my drama, and I was just like flicking through, and I was like, let's watch Gossip Girl. Where are you from? So originally I am from a place in Birmingham. What is your favourite drink? So I don't know if this is like alcoholic or not. I'm just going to base it on the not. I'm not really a fizzy pop sort of person, but like when I do reach for like something fizzy, Imperial Lilt is like where I go. Favourite flavour of ice cream? Mint. I like mint stuff a lot. Favourite social media channel? Oh my god, did you see that in the reflection then? It was a bird flew past my window. I thought it was going to fly here. Instagram or Twitter actually, because I scroll on both. Are you scared of heights? Yes. Who do you call when something exciting happens? Probably my best friend, Tara, or my sister. Either one of them two. Whoever answers the phone first, I guess. What is the one thing you'd rather pay somebody to do than yourself, and why? Hanging up clothes and stuff like that, that look really wrong. Ugh. Yeah, probably something like that. This is the first movie you remember seeing. So the first movie I actually remember seeing is Recess. My sister took me with her friend. One item you cannot leave the house without, probably. Realistically, it's like money on my bank card, but like even my headphones, lip gloss, is probably it. When was the first time you were allowed to wear full face of makeup? 17, when I managed to wear full face when I was going to college. Because my birthday is, look, I'm one of the older ones, so like, yeah, 16, 17-ish. I definitely used to wear makeup to school and wipe it off on the way home. But it was never like a full face, like how a full face is now. It's the last movie you saw at the cinema, so I haven't actually gone to the cinema in a while. I feel like it was December, yeah it was. I went to see Mary Poppins Returns, is it? What was the first cell phone you ever had? So I think that is meant to be, cell phone's American. So yeah, it was a blue Motorola. It was like probably like this big, and it had like an aerial, and it came with a blue Walkman. What's the name of your first pet? The first pet I ever had was called Tilly. She was a border collie. She was fully black with like a white chest here. One thing you dislike about your neighbourhood, probably spoke about that earlier, and that was that there's nothing to do here. It's boring as. One thing you know now you wish you had known as a child. Though everything's going to be alright. Confidence. Don't let anyone take it away from you. Don't grow up too quick. Definitely don't grow up too quick. Be an adult and you've grown up so quick. Look, I did this. Like, it's boring. What was your first job? It was in a hardware store and I was a sales assistant. One thing you know now you wish you had known as a child. I've already read that question. What did you do for your last birthday? So my last birthday I went for a meal with family and did bowling. Went for a meal with friends and family, and then my two best friends, Abby and Tati, who I mentioned earlier, couldn't come to that meal, so I ended up going to Birmingham for the German market. And then about 2 weeks later, we ended up going to Winter Wonderland, and I took my sister and my sister's friend. What did you want to be when you grew up? I definitely wanted to do something in law. I used to sit and read law books. Police officer, but that was never going to happen because my eyesight's just not up to the standards, and even now, like with everything changing, it definitely is still not up to the standards. So I definitely wanted to do something in that direction. iOS or Android? iOS, although Android, I have had Android phones in the past, and yeah, I just prefer iOS. Most ridiculous thing you've had to visit hospital for? I won't go too much into detail with this because it's really like quite, I hate things with eyes. Like, I actually stabbed myself in the eye with a mascara brush because my sister, thanks to that one, it was painful, and I already have really like sensitive eyes and bad eyes because of operations and stuff, so it wasn't the best thing for me to have done. Texting or phone calls? I'd probably say texting because that's what I do more than anything. I definitely can talk for England, if you haven't already gathered. Horror movie or comedy? Comedy, not about horror life. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in my next